Love doesn't always arrive like lightning. Sometimes it seeps in like rain, drop by drop, until you are drenched without knowing. Every silence between two hearts is a language of its own, louder than words will ever be. Pain doesn't destroy you. It sculpts you into someone capable of deeper love. The saddest goodbyes are the ones where nothing was said at all. Time does not erase wounds. It only teaches the heart to carry them differently. Some souls walk into your life like fire, and even after they leave, the ashes burn. Every scar carries a chapter of a book no one else has read but you. The people you love never really leave. They live in the echoes of your laughter and the pauses of your tears. Darkness is not the absence of light, but the canvas where stars are painted. The most powerful words are the ones left unspoken. Grief is not weakness. It's proof that your heart had the courage to love. What feels like falling apart is often the beginning of falling into place. Some chapters close, not because the story is over, but because you deserve a new one. Loneliness is not being alone, it's being unseen. The deepest love stories are the ones never told. You cannot erase the past, but you can rewrite the meaning it holds for you. Even broken wings can remember the sky. Some people live in your soul longer than they ever lived in your life. The heart breaks quietly, but the echo lasts forever. Love is not possession, it is presence. The smallest gestures carry the heaviest meanings. The most painful goodbyes are the ones that feel incomplete. True strength is learning to carry what you cannot change. Even silence can hold forgiveness. Hope is a candle that doesn't fear the dark. Some losses are not endings, they are beginnings in disguise. Pain teaches the heart to listen differently. Every soul is a universe of stories waiting to be understood. The most fragile things are often the most eternal. Love teaches patience in ways time never could. Even the sharpest pain dulls into memory with time. Every goodbye echoes with the possibility of return. Some scars don't fade, they shine. Love doesn't die, it changes form. Every storm leaves behind a clearer sky. The soul remembers even when the mind forgets. Every broken heart still beats with courage. Silence can heal what words once wounded. Hope is the music that plays when everything else goes quiet. Every soul carries both shadow and fire. Even shattered dreams can reflect light. The people we lose live in the pauses of our sentences. Every tear waters the soil of future joy. Love is a risk worth every scar. The darkest nights often reveal the brightest stars. Every ending is the seed of something new. The soul whispers truths the world cannot silence. Some goodbyes are blessings in disguise. Love is remembered more in absence than in presence. Every scar is proof that you fought and survived. Even the deepest wounds can bloom into wisdom. Love never leaves. It only shifts where it lives inside you. The hardest battles are fought when no one is watching. Hope is the thread stitching your broken pieces together. Even silence carries the memory of voices once heard. Love leaves fingerprints no time can erase. Every goodbye plants a seed of strength. Pain teaches you to hold gentleness more tightly. Even loss can reveal hidden beauty. Every heartache prepares you for deeper love. Hope survives even in ashes. Every soul has chapters no one else will read. Love writes itself in the smallest of details. Even in endings there is grace. The weight of unspoken words can be heavier than steel. Love is the only thing that grows as it is given away. Every heartbreak widens the capacity for love. The heart remembers kindness longer than pain. Some stories live on even after the book is closed. Every goodbye opens unseen doors. Even shadows remind us there is light nearby. Love asks not for perfection, but for presence. The most lasting lessons are taught in silence. Hope is the anchor that keeps us from drifting away. Every ending is the birth of a new chapter. Pain becomes softer when shared with compassion. Every scar carries a hidden beauty. Love survives in memory when it cannot survive in reality. Even grief has its own kind of grace. Every silence holds 1,000 unsaid words. Hope shines brightest in the darkest moments. Every tear is proof of courage. The deepest truths are often the simplest. Love lingers even when people leave. Every goodbye teaches you to love differently. Even absence speaks volumes. Hope rises where fear tries to bury it. Every scar is a survival story etched into the skin. Love whispers through the cracks of a broken heart. Even endings carry beauty when seen from afar. Hope is the flame no storm can drown. Every silence shapes the music of your soul. Love is not measured by time, but by depth. Every goodbye leaves a shadow of love behind. Even broken hearts can love again. Hope blooms in the soil of despair. Every scar tells the world you survived. Love never truly vanishes. It transforms into memory. Even silence is an answer. Hope survives every storm. Every heartbreak shapes the soul anew. Love endures in ways unseen. Even endings are beginnings in disguise. Hope sings softly when all else is silent. Every scar whispers courage. Love is the only wealth that cannot be lost. Even shadows prove the sun exists. Hope is the quiet heartbeat of the soul. Every goodbye deepens your understanding of love. Love leaves imprints that eternity cannot erase. Even pain has a purpose. Hope waits patiently in silence. Every scar is a testament to endurance. Love grows stronger in forgiveness. Even the darkest night cannot silence hope. Hope survives in the smallest flicker of light. Every ending becomes a memory. Love is the echo that never fades. Even broken pieces can form something beautiful. Hope is the compass guiding lost hearts. Every scar carries wisdom. Love is the bridge between souls. Even silence speaks of love. Hope is the song beneath sorrow. Every heartbreak expands your soul's horizon. Love whispers through time. Even pain can bloom into beauty. Hope is the light that refuses to die. Every goodbye holds a hidden gift. Love's echo is eternal. Even scars can shine like stars. Hope carries the weight of dreams. Every silence hides a story. Love lingers beyond time. Even endings are beginnings. Hope keeps the soul alive. Every scar is a chapter. Love never truly leaves. Even shadows speak of light. Hope is the language of the heart. Every goodbye deepens wisdom. Love heals what time cannot. Even pain has meaning. Hope blooms in ashes. Every scar reflects light. Love is stronger than absence. Even silence has answers. Hope whispers when fear shouts. Every goodbye reshapes you. Love is the story without end. The wind whispered secrets you never spoke aloud, yet every word was unmistakably yours. Sometimes silence screams louder than thunder, and it's in that noise that truth hides. Your eyes carried storms no sailor could survive, yet I drowned willingly. Between your words and your pauses, I learned more from the quiet than the sound. Love is not found in the grand declarations, but in the way your voice lingers on the smallest syllables. Shadows don't exist without light, and neither do we without the contrast of our scars. What you lost yesterday is what shaped the hands you hold today. Every goodbye I whispered was secretly a prayer for one more hello. The heart doesn't break once. It shatters in fragments that echo for years. There are people who write books, and there are people who live stories too wild for paper. If pain was a language, my heart would be fluent. Sometimes you meet someone whose absence feels heavier than their presence. The most dangerous lies are the ones we tell ourselves in the dark. Every soul carries a constellation of regrets. Some shine brighter than the stars. The hardest part of holding on is not knowing when to let go. Memories don't live in photographs. They live in the spaces between heartbeats. where the world pauses just long enough for you to remember what you lost. Love doesn't always end with slammed doors. Sometimes it ends with the softest silence, the kind that feels louder than any scream. Happiness was never in the destination, but in the steps I overlooked while rushing to get there. You will never be able to measure love in words, but you will always feel its weight in absence. Forgiveness is not about forgetting what broke you, but learning to carry the cracks as part of your beauty. Some people don't leave footprints. They leave craters, reshaping the way you walk forever. Hope is fragile, yet it's the only thing strong enough to carry us through storms. There are wounds time cannot heal. It only teaches you how to live with them. The soul has no language, yet it speaks louder than any voice you'll ever hear. Falling in love is like learning a song by heart. Forgetting it takes a lifetime. We don't lose people when they leave, we lose them in the moments when they stay but no longer see us. Sometimes the person you miss the most is the version of yourself you used to be. There are hearts that never stop beating inside you, even when their owners are long gone. Healing is not a straight road. It's a labyrinth where every wrong turn teaches you something new. Strength is not built from victories, but from the nights you cried quietly and rose again unseen. The heaviest chains are not made of metal, but of memories we cannot let go. Some truths don't need to be spoken. They live in the way eyes refuse to meet. Grief is not the price of love. It's the proof that love was real. The strongest souls are not unbroken. They're the ones stitched together with invisible threads of survival. Home is not a place. It's the heartbeat you recognize, even in silence. There are people who become poems in your life, and you will keep rereading them even when the ink has faded. Not every goodbye is a door closing. Sometimes it's the wind opening a path you never saw before. Some scars don't hurt anymore, but they still whisper the stories of battles you survived. Time doesn't heal everything, but it teaches you how to carry what once felt unbearable. The heart remembers songs the mind has long forgotten. Every soul you meet is a mirror reflecting either your wounds or your light. The past is not a prison, but a teacher that never stops repeating lessons until you learn them. True strength is not found in never falling, but in rising with a softer heart each time. The quietest moments often carry the loudest answers. Some dreams are not meant to come true, but to teach you the value of waking up. The saddest part of love is not losing it, but remembering how it once felt infinite. Your silence was louder than any goodbye you could have spoken. The heart speaks a language only the soul understands. Every person you love leaves fingerprints on your spirit, some gentle, some bruising. Loneliness is not the absence of people, but the absence of someone who truly sees you. The stars are not distant. They are reminders that light can travel through endless darkness. To forgive is not to erase, but to choose freedom over chains. Some people leave without warning, but their echoes linger like unfinished sentences. Pain doesn't end. It transforms into the soil where strength grows. You don't heal by forgetting. You heal by learning to live alongside your memories. Every ending is secretly a beginning disguised in grief. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to walk with it hand in hand. Your scars are proof that storms can be survived. Love never truly disappears. It only changes the shape it takes in your heart. Even the darkest night cannot erase the promise of morning. Some people break you open just to show you the strength you didn't know you had. A broken heart is still a beating heart, and that means hope remains. The most beautiful souls are often the ones who have suffered the deepest pain. The hardest battles are fought in silence, with no witnesses but your own shadow. To let go is not to stop loving, but to set both hearts free. Every whispered secret is a story waiting to be heard. You are not defined by what you lost, but by what you choose to build after loss. Pain carves space in your heart, and in that space, love grows deeper. The most haunting ghosts are not in abandoned houses, but in memories we can't release. Even in your absence, You taught me the value of presence. Some love stories don't end. They just continue in silence. The moon doesn't ask for attention, yet it lights the darkest nights. Strength is quiet, often mistaken for softness. To be truly seen is rarer than to be loved. Love that changes, you never really leaves. Every goodbye carves a lesson deeper than any hello. The storms inside us mirror the skies above. Healing means carrying pain differently, not erasing it. Some doors stay, closed to protect the heart. You cannot return to who you were before pain, but you can grow into someone stronger. Even broken glass reflects light. The soul's deepest wounds are invisible to the eye. Silence has a way of revealing truths words cannot. What feels like an ending is often the universe shifting your path. The most fragile things are often the most powerful. Hope, love, trust. Some people pass through your life like storms, leaving beauty and destruction at once. The weight of unspoken words is heavier than anything carried aloud. A heart once opened never closes the same way again. The most beautiful sunsets are painted by storms. Some chapters don't need closure, they need to remain unfinished. You carry every version of yourself within you. To love deeply is to risk being broken deeply. Even shadows mean there is light nearby. Pain teaches compassion in ways comfort never could. The soul always knows what the mind denies. We are not made of our scars, but they are maps of our survival. Love is felt strongest in the quiet moments between words. The most lasting bonds are invisible, threads tied in silence. Grief is love with nowhere left to go.